It's time yet again to clip my toe skin. I know it's time to do it when this skin starts to get really thick. My toe pushes on the side of my pinky and my shoe or the ground pushes on the other side of my pinky, forcing all the skin into a point in that side of my toe. And the thicker it gets, the more confident I feel that I can clip it off no problem. But usually what actually triggers me to do it is a crack. And here we have a crack on my pinky toe just forming. It hasn't become like an actual painful bleeding crack, but it's getting sensitive. It's getting there. And especially as I'm rolling my foot, I sometimes feel it. And so this is the time because I don't want to let that get any worse. And if I'm in here dealing with one pinky toe crack, I might as well just do the whole pinky toe. And at that point, I might as well just do all the toes. The whole procedure, beginning to end on one foot for toe maintenance, including shaving the big toe, which I will be doing here again, takes about 15 minutes. So it's not like the end of the world to just do it all at once when I've got my foot up here and I got my tools out, etc. So here we are. I didn't have to do the big toe again this time, but it was like kind of borderline, like it could have been shaved or it could have been left behind. And since I am gearing up to shave the whole foot, I figured I might as well just do a whole beautiful toe maintenance front to back, side to side, and have it ready to go for when I shave my foot, which is going to be probably next like Monday, Tuesday. I might be able to squeeze it in this week, but honestly, guys, it takes a lot of time to shave one foot, not including the toes, takes 1.5 to 2 hours to do a really good job like I like to do. So I'm very busy. I've got a lot going on, especially with spring on the farm, on the homestead. There's so much happening and my husband needs me, my kids need me, my job needs me, my friends want me around. And so I'm just trying to like balance everything. And honestly, shaving my foot is not the highest priority. It's kind of up there, but like they're not so thick that it's like dire. Like there have been times where I have by circumstance let them grow out like 4 or 5 months. And there does get to a point where suddenly I'm just like, oh my God, I have to do my feet. But I don't feel like I'm at that point yet. So really the only pressure I feel to get it done is here on TikTok. And frankly, I have to kind of take a step back and go, despite the fact that thousands of people are wanting me to do this immediately, I don't really have time and I don't actually have to do it yet. So I'm going to do it as soon as possible. I'm thinking it's probably going to be early next week. Now listen, lots of people asking me all the time, why do you let it get this bad? Why don't you do daily sanding, daily pumice stone? Why don't you soak and exfoliate every single day or every other day? Why don't you use, a Dremel or whatever and just keep it low and never let this grow out? But like, seriously, it's a lot more fucking convenient to let it grow out some. And because it's not like painful or harmful to me to let it get a little bit thicker, wouldn't you? Like imagine you had a chronic disease that needed constant maintenance. Just imagine you had this for a minute. Would you want to soak your feet and file them, and your hands, by the way, every single day? Would you want to spend an hour or two sanding down all the skin all over your hands and feet every day of your life, or even every other day? Or would you, since it's not painful or all that uncomfortable to let it grow out a little bit, would you do it like as necessary in order to save yourself time? I think pretty much everybody would end up in my same situation unless they were like really insecure or really afraid that they were going to be judged for how it looks. So maybe this just shows that I have like lower standards and or a lot more self-worth and less insecurity. Like I just don't, obviously I'm posting my feet here on TikTok. So like, do I have any shame about this? But the point being like, I don't really care if it doesn't look great 100% of the time. I do care that it feels comfortable. So I will get involved and take the skin off whenever it's uncomfortable, which is especially why I do my hands so frequently. I mean, I shave my hands every 2 weeks because they become dysfunctional and uncomfortable really quickly. But my feet, they just don't experience that. The skin being thicker like this, it really doesn't change my life at all. It's just is something I've got to eventually take off before it does actually impact my life and my function. So I do what's most efficient. And I think you would too. Next time you see this foot, I'm going to be shaving it.